has something for everyone. Save $30 on the GTA 26 battery-powered garden pruner. Visit your local Steel dealer or go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Real Steel. Find yours. Now $149.99 was $179.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture is reminding livestock producers to be on the lookout for black vultures. The aggressive birds are affecting livestock operations and are spreading across the state. Missouri livestock producers have been facing the issue for years.
What most people don't realize is the black vulture is very aggressive, but first calf heifers seem to be what we had the biggest problem with. Our older cows seem to be able to fight them off more.
There are resources available.
APHIS 100%, the USDA APHIS and their representatives. I'd say as soon as you think you have an issue, get in the process, get a hold of USDA APHIS. Make sure you do it the right way, go through the process. It's as simple as a phone call, and I would just say just reach out to them and get that done and be proactive.
The USDA, Missouri Department of Agriculture, and MU Extension stand ready to help livestock producers in the fight against black vultures. Start the process at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
The McRib is back, which means I'm suffering from a severe case of McRib FOMO fever. Luckily, I can get the McRib combo meal with McDonald's world-famous fries and an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Plus, I can get 20% off any order of $5 or more in the McD app. It's the ultimate cure for my McRib FOMO fever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid until 12/31/23 at participating McDonald's for a limited time. Valid once per day. Must opt in to rewards. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Outside our KSMO studios, currently we have mostly sunny skies. Winds out of the west-northwest at about 6 miles per hour. They do gust as high as 13 miles per hour. Now for your noon hour weather forecast here on Thanksgiving Eve. Will be sunny today with a high temperature near 48 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 6 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 15 miles per hour. Tonight will be clear with low around 27 degrees. Southwesterly winds tonight will be 5 to 8 miles per hour, and our wind chill value will be as low as 20 degrees. Tomorrow, which as I've already indicated is Thanksgiving Day, will be sunny with a high temperature reaching near 60 degrees. Winds will be southwesterly 6 to 9 miles per hour, becoming northerly during tomorrow afternoon. And wind chill values tomorrow early could be as low as 20 degrees. Thursday night will be mostly clear with low around 27. Northeasterly winds Thursday night will be 7 to 11 miles per hour, and our wind chill values as low as 20 degrees. Friday will be partly sunny with a high near 46. Northeasterly winds going to be 10 to 13 miles per hour on Friday with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Friday night will be partly cloudy with a low temperature around 23. Then Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 46 degrees. Saturday night we do have a chance of showers after midnight with mostly cloudy skies, low around 27 degrees. Then Sunday a chance of showers up until about 1 p.m. with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 45. Sunday night, skies should be partly cloudy with a low temperature around 19 degrees. Then Monday will be sunny with a high temperature near 43. Monday night, we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 21 degrees, and Tuesday will be sunny on Tuesday with a high temperature near 50 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather forecast brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Food insecurity is on the rise. Data on global food security and nutrition indicates a significant increase in the number of people on this planet lacking access at times to enough food for an active and healthy lifestyle. The State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World 2023 suggests somewhere between 691 and 783 million people faced hunger last year, with a mid-range of 735 million. The report, published jointly by 5 United Nations agencies, says over 122 million more people have become food insecure in the past 3 years. The report found that nearly 30% of the global population does not have constant access to food, and that malnutrition is affecting nearly 150 million children under the age of 5. About 2.4 billion individuals did not have consistent access to nutritious, safe, and sufficient food in 2022. USDA defines food insecurity as a lack of consistent access to enough food for an active, healthy lifestyle. Although hunger and food insecurity are closely related, they are distinct concepts. Hunger refers to a personal physical sensation of discomfort, while food insecurity refers to a lack of available financial resources for food at the household level. Sadly, people living in America's rural areas and farm communities face a higher probability of experiencing food insecurity and hunger than those who live far from the fields where the crops are grown. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Harvest isn't the end of your growing season, it's the beginning of the next one. Hi, I'm Dustin DeVore, Seed Specialist with MFA. Let me help put more money back in your wallet by booking next season's inputs now. Reach out to me or your local MFA account representative today to take advantage of early booking discounts and ask about our low financing rates for seed and crop protection products.
Next season starts now. Contact your local MFA today. We are your whole farm solution.
This is Ernie Johnson Jr. Sports is about overcoming obstacles, and college coaches work hard to help young men overcome Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's called Coach to Cure MD, and you can help. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online to coachtocuremd.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501. Help coaches cure MD.
Sponsored by the American Football Coaches Association. Texting and data rates may apply.
Just inside of half court. Bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and flushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The Bragging Rights Trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
Direct cash cattle business is picking up and cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Another round of direct cash cattle business is taking place. Live deals in the South are at $177. That's $1 higher than Tuesday's business and $1 lower than the prior week's trade. Dress business in Nebraska is at $280, fully steady with Tuesday's deals and $2 below the previous week's weighted average basis. Look for additional trade to develop over the course of the day. Boxed beef was mixed at midday and light to moderate demand for heavy offerings. Choice up $1.17 at $296.98. Select is $1.78 lower at $266.99. At the Green City Livestock Auctions Thanksgiving special, several loads and part loads moved through the ring and sold with a higher undertone. The USDA says quality was excellent and condition was about right on most of the cattle. The bulk of the offering came from longtime reputation producers and backgrounders throughout the area. Medium and large one feeder steer, 707 to 742 pounds, brought $252.25 to $260. Feeder steers, 814 to 846 pounds, brought $234 to $244.50. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 605 to 637 pounds, brought $247 to $254. Cash hogs are lower at midday with fairly light negotiated purchases. Processors got off to an aggressive start to the week, so the pullback today wasn't a surprise. Ample supplies of market-ready hogs give packers the leverage they need to do business as they please. Hog weights were up 0.7 of a pound this week with higher receipts. Weights are also up 3.6 pounds on the year. Domestic demand for U.S. pork has struggled. The combination of that plus higher weights and more offerings doesn't paint a very good picture for pork prices currently. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct are 89 cents lower with a weighted average of 60.45. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $55. At Illinois, slaughter-style prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $58. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $38 to $48. And pork values are higher at midday, up $1.88 at $87.09. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans Communications Director Samantha Turner says the state's soybean farmers will soon see the organization's latest annual report.
This annual report is a capsule of all of our successes, wins, victories from fiscal year 23, and it really showcases the investments that our farmers make throughout the year and how we dedicate our dollars and what some of those programs were that we did in this last fiscal year.
Among those successes is Missouri Soybeans' Summer Market Development Mission to Europe. The annual report also includes transparency of financial issues.
How are those checkoff dollars creating a strong bottom line for the farmers, and then how are their policy dollars spent advocating on their behalf on the Hill?
You can learn more online at mosoy.org from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that would take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Deborah Ann Keithley of Rolla passed away Sunday, November 19th at the age of 67 years. Services for Deborah Keithley will be Friday, November 24th at 1 in the afternoon at the James Gar Mortuary, with visitation also on Friday starting at 11 a.m. and continuing until service time at 1 o'clock. Entry will be at the Ray Cemetery, Rolla. And all arrangements for Deborah Ann Keithley of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Norma Lee Schaefer, formerly of Bunker, age 88, passed away November 18th in Springfield, Missouri. Graveside services for Norma Lee Schaefer will be Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Green Forest Cemetery. And all arrangements for Norma Lee Schaefer, formerly of Bunker, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Helenita June Nash, age 69 of Salem, passed away Sunday, November 19th in Rolla. Funeral services for Helenita Nash will be Saturday, November 25th at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Helenita Nash will also be Saturday from 10 a.m. until service time at 12. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Helenita June Nash of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Paulette Adams of Viburnum passed away Sunday, November 19th at the age of 78 years. Funeral services for Paulette Adams will be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation will also be Saturday, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning and continue until service time at 1 o'clock. Enter me at the Old Dillard Cemetery, Dillard, Missouri. And all arrangements for Paulette Adams of Viburnum are under the direction of the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. Lucy A. Bunton of Rolla passed away Monday, November 20th at the age of 86 years. Funeral services for Lucy Bunton will be Monday, November 27th at 1 o'clock at the James Gar Chapel in St. James. Visitation for family and friends will also be on Monday, starting at 11 o'clock and continuing until service time at 1. And to be at the Asher Cemetery, Rolla. And all arrangements for Lucy A. Bunton of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Kenny Edward Laughlin, age 18 of Jadwin, passed away Saturday, November 19th. Funeral services for Kenny Laughlin will be at 12 noon, Saturday, December 2nd, at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Kenny Laughlin will also be Saturday from 10 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to Wilson Mortuary to help with final expenses. And all arrangements for Kenneth, Kenny, Edward Laughlin of Jadwin are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Virginia Ruth Vick, age 83 of Salem, passed away Sunday, November 19th in St. Louis. Memorial services will be held at a later date. Memorial contributions may be made to the Five Loaves Meal Ministry, care of First Presbyterian Church, 321 South 1st Street, Arkansas City, Kansas, 67005. Envelopes are available, and all arrangements for Virginia Ruth Vick of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time to take a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. A fatality accident occurred early Tuesday morning at 1:15 in Phelps County on I-44 at the westbound 187-mile marker in Rolla. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2004 GMC Sierra being driven by 27-year-old Casey Cloud of Decatur, Illinois, struck a concrete barrier. The GMC then traveled off the right side of the roadway and struck an embankment. The vehicle overturned several times, partially ejecting the driver and completely ejecting one occupant before coming to a stop in the roadway. Cloud was pronounced dead at the scene by Phelps County Coroner Ernie Coverdale and was taken to the Phelps County morgue. Another occupant of the vehicle, 30-year-old Ricky Dunn, also of Decatur, suffered serious injuries and was taken by ambulance to Phelps Health Hospital for treatment. 2 juveniles in the vehicle, a 1-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl, received minor injuries and were transported to Phelps Health Hospital by the Rolla Police Department officers assisting at the scene. The GMC was totaled and removed from the scene by D&D Towing. According to the report, both juveniles were using safety equipment while the 2 adults were not. An accident occurred Tuesday morning at 1:15 in Phelps County on Route O, south of Fawn Run Road, south of Rolla. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2021 Nissan Versa being driven southbound by a 37-year-old Luis Martinez of Rolla crossed over the center line and went off the left side of the road, struck a tree, and overturned. Martinez, who was wearing a seat restraint, suffered serious injuries and was taken by Phelps Health Ambulance to Phelps Health Hospital. The Nissan was totaled and removed from the scene by CNC Towing. An accident happened Tuesday evening at 7:40 on I-44 at the 247-mile marker in Franklin County. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2024 Kia Seltos driven westbound by 24-year-old Billy Smith of Salem traveled off the right side of the road and overturned. Smith suffered moderate injuries and was taken by the Merrimack Ambulance to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis. The Kia was totaled and removed from the scene by Stearns Towing. It was not known if Smith was wearing a seat restraint or not. Preliminary data from the Missouri Department of Conservation shows that deer hunters in Missouri harvested 193,669 deer during the November portion of the firearms deer season, November 11th through the 21st. Of the 193,669 deer harvested, 105,614 were antlered bucks, 16,081 were button bucks, and 71,974 were does. Top harvest counties statewide were Franklin with 4,289 deer harvested, Texas with 4,208, and Howell with 3,749. Top counties in our area include Dent with 2,621 deer harvested, Reynolds County had 2,023 deer taken, Phelps Hunters took 1,937 deer, and Iron County saw 1,400 deer taken. For current ongoing preliminary harvest totals by season, county, and type of deer, visit the MDC website at extra.mdc.mo.gov. This year's harvest total was 3% lower than last year and 2% higher than the previous 5-year average. Deer hunting continues in Missouri with the new CWD portions. That's the CWD firearms portion running November 22nd, which is today, of course, through the 26 in CWD management zone counties. Hunters will be able to use any unfilled firearms deer hunting permits during the CWD portion and must abide by the statewide limit of one antlered deer during the firearms deer season, all portions combined. Hunters must also abide by county-specific firearm antlerless permit numbers. CWD testing is not required during the CWD portion, but voluntary CWD testing is available. Archery deer hunting resumes in counties through January 15th, 2024. The late youth portion runs November 24th through the 26th. The late antlerless portion of firearms deer season runs December 2nd through December 10th in open counties, and the alternative method portion will occur December 23rd through January 2nd, 2024. Get more information on Missouri deer hunting from MDC's 2023 fall deer and turkey hunting regulations, an information booklet available where permits are sold, and online at mdc.mo.gov. The Salem Memorial Hospital regular board meeting was held Tuesday evening in the hospital library. In the administrator's report, interim CEO Jason Edwards reported that all work papers have been completed and the auditor's final report is expected by the end of the month. He also said the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency testing is complete and the CLIA lab inspection plan of correction has been completed. The Iron County Commissioners met last week to discuss the Doe Run tax protest. Doe Run wants to devalue their property that would affect the approximately $174,000 that the hospital gets in taxes. If the latest proposal is not accepted, legal action will proceed. CFO Doug Hoban reported hospital admissions were 80, which include 4 swing bed admissions with a total of 202 patient census days. In October, there were 1,541 outpatient registrations, 968 cardiopulmonary procedures, 6,474 lab tests, 1,280 radiological procedures, 608 rehabilitation treatments, 33 surgical procedures, and 213 home health visits. There were 596 emergency room visits with 46 patients being admitted. A total of 220 ambulance runs were made with 159 patients being transported. The hospital had expenses over revenue in October of $307,794 with a loss from operations of $309,395. The 340B plan showed revenues over expenses for October of $44,000. The Rural Health Clinic net profit was $18,694.80, but this does not include employee fringe benefits or indirect costs. If these costs were included, it would show that the clinic loses money each month. The current interim clinic director and nurse manager director is Tina Pabin. Edwards reported that he is working with the state to get reimbursement for the hospital of up to $1 million to match what the hospital has spent from July 1st to May 31st. Deb Gorman presented a proposed revised COVID policy that removed the mandate that all employees be vaccinated. She reported that the medical staff are all against mandatory vaccinations. Board member Zach Moser presented a resolution regarding COVID vaccination requirements that establishes the Salem Memorial Hospital has an obligation to protect their patients from communicable disease, including and especially disease transmitted by hospital employees and contractors. After a lengthy discussion by the board, motion was made and approved to continue to mandate that all employees be vaccinated for the COVID-19 vaccination unless a documented medical or religious exemption was approved. Edwards presented proposed employee health insurance rates for 2024. The current anticipated cost for 2024 was up 35%, with the employees' portion up 20.6%. The board felt this needs to be bid out to better establish competitive rates. A motion was made and approved to get more bids by the end of the year. Hoban presented 2 CDs that need to be renewed, and the board approved renewing them at Town & Country Bank at a rate of 5.42%. They also approved renegotiating 3 CDs being held at the Bank of Salem, totaling $400,000 with the rates under 1% for higher rates. The meeting was then adjourned. The Salvation Army Denton County Service Unit volunteer bell ringers will begin raising funds for those in need at Country Mart and Walmart around the familiar red kettle today, and then every Friday and Saturday through December 23rd. Counter kettles will also be located at various locations throughout the community. The kettles are the primary way funds are raised locally to continue to meet the needs of the less fortunate in our community. For those who do not want to handle cash, you can donate digitally with Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, and Venmo at any red kettle across the country. Every donation helps hope march on for those in need, and all gifts stay within the community in which they are given. If you'd like to volunteer to ring the famous Salvation Army bell, please call Susie at 729-6771 or 247-7099. You can also call the Salvation Army Denton County Service Unit office at 729-8163. Don't forget the Salvation Army's Angel Tree and Denton County Toy Drive sign-up coming up Monday, November 27th from 3:30 to 5:30 at the Salem Community Center at the Army at 1200 West Roller Road. Well, that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Denton County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurances. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Townscreen in Salem.
Protect yourself and those around you by getting the flu vaccine. An annual flu vaccine can help you beat the flu and prevent you from spreading it to others. CDC recommends that everyone 6 months of age and older receive an annual flu vaccine. Stay in the game, get vaccinated, and tackle the flu by visiting your local health provider or pharmacy today. Find your flu vaccine at moimmunize.org. That's moimmunize.org. A message from the Missouri Immunization Coalition.
Exergen thermometers are proven to be more accurate than non-contact thermometers. With children back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Clinical studies have proven that non-contact thermometers are inaccurate and can miss fevers. Accuracy matters. That's why the Exergen thermometer is trusted and used by medical professionals. Exergen thermometers are available at Walgreens and other participating retailers. Choose a trusted and accurate thermometer for personal use. Learn more about why accuracy matters at Exergen.com.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Both Licking Wildcat teams beat Salem Tuesday to keep the Cat Classic Trophy as the boys beat Salem 58-50, outscoring them in overtime 14-6. Austin James and Ralston Stockard each scored 16 points for Licking, while Landon Richter had 12 for Salem. The Lady Tigers fell by the score of 73-26 as Allie Hawk had 24 points and Hannah Medlock added another 22. The Lady Tigers dropped to 0-2 on the year, and they will play in the Fredericktown Varsity Tournament starting Monday, while the boys fall to 1-1, and they'll be at Owensville on December 1st. 9 Salem football Tigers were recognized for SCA awards this past season. Named to the All-SCA second team were Wyatt Martin on the offensive line and Everett Campbell as a linebacker. Making the All-SCA honorable mention team were Owen Hamilton and Joseph Griffith on the defensive line, Toby Gover on the offensive line, Carter Dagon and Gavin Sapaw as linebackers, and Jamal Metcalf as punter. Congratulations, Tigers. The Missouri basketball Tigers will host South Carolina tonight at 5:30 on KSMO Radio. Tigers will also play Saturday morning against Loyola of Maryland starting at 10:30. Both games will be aired on KSMO Radio. The Missouri football Tigers finished their regular season against Arkansas this Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio. Missouri is 9-2 going into the game. St. Louis Blues will be at Arizona tonight against the Coyotes starting at 8:30. Due to Missouri basketball, the game will not be played or heard on KSMO. The Blues will also play Nashville Friday in a game delayed until 7:30 due to the Missouri football game. On Sunday, the Blues will be in Chicago to face the Blackhawks at 12:30 on KSMO Radio. Kansas City Chiefs will be in Las Vegas Sunday to face the Raiders. Chiefs are 7-3 and have lost 2 of their last 3 games. And that was sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports. Good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with college basketball, where the Missouri Tigers back on the court tonight at Mizzou Arena, looking for a bounce back after being upset on Sunday. So the Tigers will play host to the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. Coming off of the upset loss, it's all about moving forward, according to Mizzou head coach Dennis Gates.
One game doesn't define you. I think when you look at the big picture, you have pockets of experience that you can take things away from. And that last 2 minutes gives us a real live situation, whether NCAA tournament play, or even otherwise in this season, an opportunity to grow and learn.
Tip-off for the Tigers and Bulldogs tonight set for 6 o'clock. On to college football, where the Missouri Tigers preparing for Friday's Battle Line rivalry game on the road at Arkansas. Head coach Eli Drinkwitz.
We know Arkansas will be well prepared. And it's always very difficult to go play in Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Certainly the fans are always loud, and we know that the Arkansas is going to have a lot to play for. I think Coach Pittman's done a terrific job with that program, and I think he is really done a really good job of building the talent.
Kickoff from Mizzou and the Hogs set for 3 o'clock on Friday. To the pros, where the Kansas City Chiefs back at work as they're looking for a bounce back after falling on Monday Night Football to the Philadelphia Eagles 21-17. The Chiefs now get set to go to Vegas on Sunday to take on the Raiders. On to hockey, where the St. Louis Blues game tonight in Arizona against the Coyotes. Puck drops tonight at 8 o'clock. To Major League Baseball, where the St. Louis Cardinals have inked veteran starting pitchers Kyle Gibson and Lance Lynn to 1-year contracts. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Jimmy Bell, nurse practitioner. I'm excited to be the new provider at Salem Memorial District Hospital Family Medicine. I'll be providing medical care for patients ages 18 and over. Please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. And at Salem Memorial District Hospital, always remember that it's all about the patient, every encounter, every time.
Let's take a look at some of those specials at Country Mart in Salem. You can get a 10-pound bag of Farmer's Promise Idaho russet potatoes for $2.98. Red Diamond tea, 2-gallon containers for $5. And how about some Cook's bone-in shank ham? That's the shank portion, 5 to 7 pounds, $1.78 a pound. That's just some of the many specials at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget, Country Mart's closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving to allow their employees to enjoy Thanksgiving with their families.
Football season is vaccine season. Get your COVID-19 vaccine information from your healthcare provider. Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare.
Immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3, and that immunity tapers off and drops down. It's important to get your shot updated. So the vaccine that you can get this fall will be a good match. It'll help protect you the way that the vaccines you got last year or the year before. So we need to keep you updated.
A message from the Missouri Immunization Coalition. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Country Mart in Salem is your party central. They have a great assortment of fresh fruit baskets, or if you need, meat and cheese trays, party sandwich trays, as well as fresh fruit and cheese trays available. Plus, perfect for small gatherings, they have a fresh smoked turkey breast that will serve 6 to 8 people. Country Mart asks that you please pre-order your party trays and fresh smoked turkey breast. Call 729-3455. Happy holidays from your friends at Country Mart, Highway 32, 72 East in Salem, here to help you save.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Stop by K&H Auto Supply in Salem and check out the holiday gift guide featuring a Power Torque 2-piece magnetic tool holder bar for $7.99, Slime digital tire gauge for $16.99, and Wolo magnetic amber warning light for $29.99. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City auto parts store here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A 32-year-old corrections officer has been fired and arrested in southwest Missouri's Newton County after he's accused of giving drugs to inmates in exchange for cash. He's charged with delivery of a controlled substance at a jail and corruption by a public servant, according to News Nation in Joplin. He's being held at the Jasper County Jail without bond. Missouri's Christmas tree farms are gearing up for the holiday season after a second year of drought. According to Troy Ballinger with Ballinger Farms in Bonne Terre, the state's dry conditions are having a major impact on some of Missouri's Christmas tree farms.
We did experience, I know, in May and June on our particular farm for 2 months, we received a grand total of 0.3 of an inch of rain for 2 months. And with the warmer temperatures we had back in June especially, that was just torment on those small seedlings especially. And
$313 million are in tonight's Powerball jackpot heading into Thanksgiving. The one-time cash payout is worth $144 million. This is Missouri Now.
Football season is vaccine season. Get your COVID-19 vaccine information from your healthcare provider. Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare.
Immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3, and that immunity tapers off and drops down.